You're listening to part 2 of An Evening with Gurf Morlix.
Welcome to Tales, Tunes, and Tomfoolery starring Jerry Springer, along with Gene Galvin and me. I'm Megan Hills. We're recorded live in front of a brilliant studio audience at the Folk School Coffee Parlor in Ludlow, Kentucky.
My daddy came home.
And here he is, Jerry Springer.
Please, don't get up. Don't get up. Please. Please. Oh, just.
Hey, tell us, what is on the road like? Because you've probably done it now. In fact, you've been in music your whole life, right?
Yeah. Well, since I was 13 or so, yeah.
Right. So this is how you've made your
So
living.
it's right after your bar mitzvah.
Yeah, right.
They don't have those in Austin.
What's
they don't
that?
Do that in Austin.
Yeah, what's that? What is that?
I've heard that.
Is
We're
this
working
thing
on the
on?
Christianity thing with Jerry. My priest has told me that if I can bring his soul into the Catholic Church, I get like not only a direct flight straight into heaven, but
Get a
like
pass.
$10,000. They told me that back in the 70s. I think the inflation ought to kick that up to about $1 million.
I was
Yeah.
prepared to go to your church, but there's no place, and I'm serious, there's no place to park the limo.
Yeah, right. We don't have, no. Because we don't have anybody that has that kind of money. Life on the road, Gurf. What is it?
Meanwhile, back at the show.
Meanwhile, back at the show. Having done it many years, tell us about it. Give us your feelings about it.
Well, right now, this is what I do for the enjoyment of it. I kind of get paid for driving. I drive 4 or 5 hours a day sometimes, and then play. And really, the only good points of the day are like dinner, maybe lunch. I try to eat well on the road.
Yep.
Lunch and dinner, and then the couple hours on stage.
Yeah.
That's makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah.
But the rest of it is just not much fun, And I have friends around the world, and I get to see them, and that's kind of nice. I've been most everywhere. It's the first time you go to Europe is a kind of a big thrill, but then going back, it's just
It's
been there.
another place, right?
Yeah. So it's not easy, but if you make that connection with the audience, if people come up and respond to the songs, then it's worth anything that I have to go to.
Yeah.
to do
That is the
so.
pay, the live audience.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
totally get it.
Yep.
It's the only reason I'm a little older than you, not a lot, but yeah, I'm older than you. But honestly, and people say why are you still working, et cetera.
Yeah.
You just said it, and I
That's the
wish I would.
connection.
I'm going to remember that. But that is what the joy is. You get out there in front of a live audience, and that is your pay.
Yeah.
Everything else is just you're going from one hotel to another hotel, and
Yep.
and then you have someone who doesn't know how to drive, driving you around.
Yeah, right. Inside
Let's
joke.
hear about how hard your life is again today.
Is there an ugly side to this business, even in the Americana genre? And if so, that you've experienced or not?
Well, I don't deal with this anymore, but there was record companies. I used to have to deal with record companies, which pretend that they're dealing with art, and really they're just marketers,
Yeah.
And then, I just despised all of that. I despised the music business. Everything I've learned is because I got screwed somewhere and had to figure out how to get around that. But I remember, having to, producing like Lucinda Williams albums, having to spend $150,000, and I'd go to the A&R person, and I'd say, I could do this record for like $15,000, and they're going, no, don't even say that. We don't want anyone to hear that.
That's interesting. They
And
didn't
so then
want-
I'd have to figure out how to pad the budget to spend $150,000. Because if I told anybody it was going to ruin his job,
Oh, that's
They
interesting.
knew it could be done. They would. Yep.
And to
Take a lot of
find
jobs.
someone you talk to in the business that is just sincere,
Yeah.
because everyone becomes your best friend, and they could, as soon as you walk out the door, they're on to the next. You just get, their eyes glaze over.
Yeah. I don't have enough time left in my life to deal with people that I don't like and respect.
Yeah.
And I'm gathering them everywhere
Well, I guess
go.
you got to leave now.
I know.
Huh?
It's really nice to meet you.
Could you stay a little bit longer, please? For God's sake.
just don't have time for it. I want to be around nice people, and my career is such a one-man operation. I'm the booking agent. I'm the record company. I do all of it, and because I have to, and I don't enjoy all of that. But then when I get out there and people come up after a show and tell me they cried or laughed or something, that's worth all of it.
Good.
Did you do any work with Warren Zevon?
Warren Zevon, yeah, I toured with him in 1990. He was a complete class act in my book. He had cleaned up by that point. I considered him a genius, and I don't use that word very often, but he definitely was a musical genius and just a human being like no one that had ever lived, and there never will be anyone like him, and an amazing songwriter.
And you've played as an instrumentalist behind a number
Yeah.
of people, and he was one of those. Is
Yep.
that how many instruments do you play?
Most things with strings on them, I can get a sound out of. Anything that's kind
Mandolin,
of
for
percussion,
example?
yeah, all of that stuff. If it's laying around there, I might try to make a sound out of it, and I just have this ability to know whether that sound is elegant or not.
Are you self-taught?
What
Are you
yeah.
self-taught?
Yeah, I took 3 lessons. They were teaching me.
Yeah.
I didn't want to learn that. If you're 13 years old, you're a kid, you want to learn 3 chords and play some rock and roll songs. So I just
That
I
is how
ditched
it
the lessons
started,
after
right.
like 3. If you're a teacher, teach the kids what they want to learn.
That's a good point.
Teach
Yeah,
them a
it is.
song.
That is such a good point because what Jerry and I have talked about this, we're same age. We came up through the folk explosion of the 60s and into the 70s, actually started in the 50s.
The folk scare.
3 chords, yeah. 3 chords was it.
Yep.
And I took lessons for 10 lessons, and I don't read music. Do you read music, by the way?
I'm the slowest music reader in the world.
Okay.
I did learn at one point, but I don't use it.
But I remember taking these 10 lessons from a real sort of stiff-necked music teacher, and he started teaching me that stuff and scales and things, and I walked away from that, learned starting with 3 chords, picked up a couple minors, and then life opened up for having fun. Now, I never did it for money.
Did
but
it help
just
you
having
get
fun.
dates?
Did it help Gene
Yeah.
get dates?
Yeah.
That's the only reason.
I had
That's the
one
only
date.
reason
and
I
that-
learned the guitar because nothing else was working. I played the tuba. I didn't get one date.
Was it the sexiest
Nobody
of
goes
instruments?
out for the tuba player. You ever notice? Well, except Phoebe, but that's another story.
Do another song, would
Yeah.
you?
Oh, okay. This is just a song about feeling about as lonely as you can possibly feel. And she never had a chance. It's so sad. An innocent soul fixing to fly, born to fail. A matter of time, born to lose, born to die. All of my love locked in the back room, compounding interest over time, and the door blew in on account of the vacuum, and the black doom ain't been kind. Orphan tears, I'm crying orphan tears, been welling up inside for all of these years, brought down from behind by my deepest fears. Yeah, I'm crying orphan tears. I'm lost in the graveyard. I am the last link in the chain. All my friends, I know they love me, but they'll never know my pain. Orphan tears, I'm crying orphan tears, been welling up inside for all of these years, brought down from behind by my deepest fears. Yeah, I'm crying orphan tears. deep lonely, dark lonely, wretched lonely, racking my brain. Can't face today, much less tomorrow. Black shadows, they whisper my name. There ain't no justice in this sweet life. What's done is done. No one to blame. To get to say goodbye is the best we can hope for. To say I love you. Orphan tears, I'm crying orphan tears. Been welling up inside for all of these years, brought down from behind by my deepest fears. Yeah, I'm crying orphan tears. Yeah, I'm crying orphan tears.
So, being of the same generation then, going through the 60s, did you ever become part of with your guitar, the civil rights movement, the anti-war movement?
I wasn't aware enough at that point.
Okay.
I was just having a good time. That
Yeah.
stuff kind of came later on, and I was, I became 18 in 1969, so it was.
Oh,
I
okay.
just kind of caught the tail end of the 60s there.
But then you had to worry about the draft, because in
yeah,
69 we still had that. Yeah.
when they announced the lottery,
Yeah.
I went, oh yeah, I'm a lucky guy.
What were you, 365?
284. I thought I might be 365, but I just knew as soon as they announced it, I went,
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
good. Or out. as they
yeah.
say. We're listening to Gurf Morlix from Austin, Texas, who's brought his songs here to the Folk School Coffee Parlor in Ludlow, Kentucky. We were talking before the show, Gurf, about this place. I'm always bragging about this place. I love this place. They'll tell you they have to throw me out of here. I'm here all the time because I live nearby. And I said to you that these are really good people here who are running this, and it is succeeding, and they're just about a year old because of that. And you had a comment, an observation you saw. Share it with us.
Well, they're good people. There's a good vibe here, but they're helping kids, and no one ever helped me. Everything I got, I had to do on my own, and I would have appreciated some help, but there wasn't that then. There was no infrastructure like that. But when I see people helping kids out, I just think that's so important,
I agree. I'm going to use as an example. She's become a good friend of mine, Maria Corelli, who is a barista here, and she's 23, I think she told me. And she's not a kid on the one hand, but on the other hand, she is. And I know because I've had many conversations with her, this place for her is a real support system for her music and friendship too.
Yeah.
And I tell my wife, because I'll say I'm going down to the coffee parlor, and she laughs about it because I'm always going down to the coffee parlor. It's like Cheers. It's like the TV show.
Yep.
This is a place that has regulars. Some of them are sitting here, and it's you walk in and it's like, hey man, that's my chair,
Yeah.
But I think that
vibe.
makes a business potentially really successful.
Yeah,
that it's from the inside out.
It's
you feel
community,
Yeah.
Community is what it's all about. What do we got? Besides our work and our friends and our family.
Man, that is so
And
true.
we gotta help each other out, and
Yep.
and also I really think that when something is done well by people with the right reasons, I find that it usually works perfectly.
Well, let me pick up on that
Oh, I was
because
gonna ask a question too. Yeah, go ahead.
in reading about you on the interwebs, because I do my research on the interwebs, and I saw something that a piece about you that said that a biographer or a promoter actually asked you to get a bio, and you shrunk it down to 2 words: legendary integrity. Talk about that. I mean, what made you say that, and what is your value of how you see yourself as an artist, or how you should be seen?
You know, as I said before, I'm the chief strategist. I'm the record company, and all of a sudden somebody says, "We need a bio," and I go, "Oh shit, I got to write a bio now." And so I said legendary integrity, and I've kind of been known for my integrity. It was kind of bragging, and then later on I thought maybe it should be more like infamous integrity or something. But
That's part of my. Infamous is part of my background,
The
my bio. I carry
So
a copy with me all the time.
Is this true that American Idol got a hold of you? Is that true?
Yeah, I got. This was only like
So on the
a month or
opposite-
2 ago. I got
Really?
an email from someone representing American Idol, and they asked me if I wanted to audition.
No.
And then they said in there that you must be between the ages of 15 and 28.
Yeah.
And so I
That
posted
postal
it.
service.
Yeah.
It takes so
Many
long for
years.
letter to get here.
I mean, so were they talking to you about coming on, and would that have been? It doesn't seem like it would be in your.
Certainly not. I have
Yeah.
never even once seen that show.
Yeah.
I don't like the fact that America gets to vote about who the great musicians are, or any of that.
Yeah.
So I posted the email, and somebody at Billboard magazine saw it the next day, and they posted it on their page, and said, and their headline was perfect, and it said, "American Idol mistakenly invites 64-year-old musician to audition." That couldn't have been any better.
Thanks, Billboard.
That's good. That's good.
Free publicity.
Ran a little too deep there.
Please do another song, would you?
Okay.
Do you know Save the
what?
Terminal?
No, but he knows
See
that
again,
song.
inside joke, Jerry. All right. as a-
Save the Union Terminal.
Yeah, never mind, Gurf. It isn't even worth it. Yeah, it can't be explained.
It shouldn't be explained.
Hey, wait. Here we go. Gurf Morlix, Austin, Texas.
Yeah, well, here's a song about
Nice try, buddy.
people leaving. Sometimes they just do, Like a bird on the wing, like a melody you can't quite sing, like a cloud blowing by. She's a whisper, she's a tear in my eye. Like a drop of dew in the morning sun, like a rumor, she's on the run, like a leaf dropping from a tree. She ain't falling, she's flying free. And she's a river, and she's already gone. She's a river, she's headed further on. Water seeks its level, running to the sea. She's a river, she's flowing away from me. Like a dream you can't recall, and you're not sure it was there at all. It seems so clear, but now it's fading fast. You watch the future become the past. And she's a river, and she's already gone. She's a river, she's headed further on. seeks its level, running to the sea. She's a river, she's flowing away from me. Like a song floating in the sky, you gotta try to grab it as it passes by. If you don't catch it, it's lost in the wind. That one ain't coming round again. She's a river, and she's already gone. She's a river, she's headed further on. Water seeks its level, running to the sea. She's a river, she's flowing away from me. She's a river, she's flowing away from me.
That's a great song.
So who you voting for?
You know, who's going to be the nominees? I mean, I can't vote for any of those Republican clowns. You know, that's a circus.
That shows you have character.
That is the first test. It's passed.
Not a working brain, I hope. You know?
Well, I think it's going to be Hillary against either Rubio or Cruz.
Yeah, those guys are both scary to me.
Yeah.
I could vote for Hillary, and I probably will. Although I thought,
You like Sanders?
Yeah, I do. I don't think he's electable. Because he admits to being a socialist, and that's like, you can't be elected.
Yeah.
You can't
It's
be
a
elected.
shame he admits to that because he's really not one. He's a liberal Democrat.
Yeah.
But he's basically for the same programs Hillary's for, except he would put more money into it. So that's it. But
And if he
no one
didn't-
running for office is a socialist in this country.
It's like running as an atheist. You can't possibly get elected.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to, in order to run for
Unless you write in Bill Maher.
Right.
you want to run for president, you have to be willing to murder people. You have to be for the death
Yeah,
penalty in order to get elected. You have to say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
that's-
kind of out
that's
of
a good
control.
point.
But
The good news is Donald Trump and Ben Carson will not be president of the United States.
No, they will.
well, they're both going to implode
In fact,
sometime.
it is certain that they will not be. And in fact, save this tape, because if I am wrong, I will do this is not tape, is it?
This is not
What do you do? Whatever. You got whatever that thing is you do.
That's adorable.
What do you got? However you do it, save this loudspeaker. And because if Donald Trump or Ben Carson ever became president, which is not possible, I will spend an entire podcast saying that I'm an idiot.
Okay.
Of course, I'll have to do it from another country because I won't be here
I
anymore.
will have left.
But they can't be president. And we'll talk about that another time. I don't want to break the
No,
mood
it's
here.
fine.
So do
Fine.
you have, and I'm sorry to interrupt you, but do you have a family? Do you have kids?
I have a wife.
You have a wife and
Yeah.
kids? No kids?
No kids.
All right. So your wife, does she travel with you? Does she-
Sometimes,
Yeah?
not often, but sometimes.
Yeah, how is that?
That's good.
Yeah?
She's great.
And she lives in Austin?
Yeah.
Very
Yep.
cool.
Yeah, what do you-
Very cool.
We thought we'd live in the same
I'm
house.
just asking.
Yeah, there's
why
so much
do you
that-
always
or at least the same city.
We thought we lived in the same city.
Yeah, when was the last time you had a fight? And what did you fight about?
And why? And how did you leave that?
And how come she called earlier today and said that? Yeah.
And did you answer that text message quick enough? These are the basic questions I want to know.
I told her I was coming on your show.
Oh, that
She
must
thinks
scare.
went south
Oh,
quickly.
can you imagine how scary that would be?
Well, people don't quite understand, I think, around the country. Maybe, not like people in Cincinnati do. You know?
No, they don't.
I just hope hell isn't that hot because I burn. No, I burn real easy. I'm very light complected, and I'm just
Yeah, but you'll be
worried
in
that
good, you'll be in
First
good
flames.
company though.
Yeah. Well, that's it. At least I'll have friends. Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
Gurf, who are your heroes? Do you have any heroes that you've
Yeah.
throughout
Well,
life?
my first hero was Roy Rogers,
Really?
King of the Cowboys.
Would you do one last song for us, and then we're going to ask you? I don't know if you know the Leadbelly song "Irene Goodnight."
Yeah.
We might ask you to take us out on that, but do one last song of yours, if you would,
Okay.
please. We'd love to hear one more. All right, Gurf Morlix, we've been so appreciative to have him make a stop here in the Cincinnati area. We're in
Yeah.
Ludlow, Kentucky, right across the river from Cincinnati.
Yeah, this has been great.
Out on the road from Austin, Texas, and doing songs from his 8 albums, actually.
Yeah, that's right. You know,
And by the way, where can people get your music? Let's don't
Yes.
leave that out. You have a
Oh.
website, I assume?
yeah, I guess they ought to know how to find me. GurfMorlix.com, GurfMorlix.
All right.
And that'll
How'd you
take care
get
of
the
it.
name Gurf?
Yeah.
Oh, my parents were kind of eccentric. It's an old Welsh name. So.
Oh.
It's a neat name, by the way. Facebook page, and you tweet some, and okay.
I'm out there.
You're out there.
I'm trying best I can. You know, I know that I have to present myself. It's not in my nature. You know, I didn't like school, and it wasn't that I didn't have friends or anything, but the teaching pool was ridiculous. I was like going to school in Hooterville, you know, and I just wanted to be out of there. I should have quit when I was like 9 or something. I wasn't smart enough, you know. But I graduated, and after graduation, I just wanted to be gone. I didn't want to see any of those people, even my friends, ever again. I don't know why this was exactly, but I wanted to be out of there. And I definitely wanted to be the guy when it came time for the 10-year reunion to be missing in action. I wanted to be just gone.
A
you know.
no-show.
Yeah, no
Whatever happened to Gurf?
yeah, no knowledge. And these days, with all the social media, I've been being contacted by people that I went to grade school and junior high and high school with, and sending emails back and forth here and there, and they've been coming out to my shows as I travel around. And
Are you liking that or not?
yeah,
liking
I don't know what happened between graduation and now, but somehow I like all these people now.
Yeah, cool.
They all somehow matured.
that? Yeah.
You can't be that hard to find. You're the only Gurf.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's
I
true.
mean, how many Gurfs do you know?
So anyhow, I wrote this song for the people that I went to school with. Oh, it's called 50 Years. All the cool kids are wearing black high tops. I wanted them so bad. Ads on TV after school, driving me mad. Run your fastest, jump your highest, better in every way. If my mama had bought me some PF flyers, everything might have been okay. Stinky had a Fender Bassman, best amplifier in the land. He couldn't play, but it didn't matter. It got him into a band. I was plugging my guitar into my record player, sitting in my room all day. If I'd have had me a Fender amp, I might have gone all the way. I used to love the sound that time made, rushing past my ears. Now it's gone by in the blink of an eye. It's been 50 years. Cindy with the scent of danger, Betty with those puffy lips, Barbie reaching through the sand, I touched her fingertips. Jennifer so tall and creamy, Karen with her country ways. I wanted to talk to them, but I couldn't think of nothing to say. Larry psycho. Greg, he was numb. Peter was his brother's keeper. Paul marched to a different drum. Dirtball, he went AWOL. We ain't seen him since. I wanted to be on that list, to leave no fingerprints. I used to love the sound the time made, rushing past my ears. Now it's gone by in the blink of an eye. It's been 50 years. There's a ring around the moon tonight. It's flashing red and green. Wrong or right, stop or go. I'm wondering what it means. I'm sitting here thinking about a world so long ago. A bunch of kids sharing some air. People I used to know. Some are lost and some are missing. Some have died. There's a few that should've. Somehow they made it to the other side. Life ain't no mystery. Life is a one-act play. It don't wait for nobody. Don't let nothing get in its way. I used to love the sound the time made, rushing past my ears. Now it's gone by in the blink of an eye. It's been 50 years. I used to love the sound the time made, rushing past my ears. Now it's gone by in the blink of an eye. It's been 50 years.
God, is that a great song? Have you? Did you get back in touch with Larry the Psycho?
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm glad he didn't go to my high school, you know what I mean?
Not sure I want to.
Yeah, yeah.
Although,
Leave Larry be.
I am drawn.
Imagine Larry hearing this song.
All my life, I've been drawn to those kind of people, you know. But you know, I
which
don't
is
really
why
wanna-
you're here.
Came full circle there, sir.
Gurf, you know, I swear, because I've been to my 50th and Jerry's been to his, and if that song, if somebody like you was in my class and sang that song, we'd go crazy, loving that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
And
was
all the
perfect.
characterizations, it would be, that's
great.
yeah.
Yeah, because
You
as
write
you were
really good
singing it,
stuff.
I was trying to figure out who fit
Yeah, yeah.
into it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Psycho was me, but
Psycho
everyone
Jerry.
else I could identify.
Yep.
Hey, Gurf, we want to give you
Yeah,
another round of
absolutely.
applause.
Thank you very
Please
much.
go to his website. Yeah.
Yeah, check them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Gurf Morlix at gurfmorlix.com from
Yeah.
Austin, Texas, and we are so glad you came this way and stopped by here. We hope that maybe we can run into you again and
I hope so.
check in with you. And we always ask our performers if they know it to sing Irene Goodnight, and we all sing along. Jerry Springer will jump in on a verse. That'll be unbelievable.
This will make your career.
So this is going to happen, whether you
And
like
Jerry,
it or not.
by the way, I've met your lovely wife, Mickey, and she's a good friend of mine. What is her favorite wine?
Oh, yeah. Well, my wife's favorite wine is, I want to go to Miami. Yeah. But
We try to get that
Marie,
in pretty much
stop
every episode.
encouraging this.
That's for
Stop
the people in the
laughing.
back.
Yeah, that's her favorite wine. Yeah.
Why
That's
do
for
we
the Folk
keep
School Coffee Parlor,
And,
Ludlow,
just, and
Kentucky.
this is a great coffee parlor.
Yes,
except
it is.
sometimes the people that are outside, I'm walking in here just tonight.
Really?
This
What
guy
happened?
put his hands in my pocket. I turned around. I said, "What are you doing?" He says, "I need some change." I said, "Why didn't you ask me?" He says, "I don't talk to strangers."
Okay, you're cut off. We're
I
done.
should have made a blanket apology
school is
before this
great.
started.
How
for
could
the
you
things
be
you might
laughing?
hear tonight?
You're here every week.
Yeah.
How are you laughing?
Yeah, they're still laughing.
We just got it.
Yeah. If you didn't hear that, that was Harold, one of the regulars
Thank
here,
you, Harold.
who said they just got
That's
it.
a hell
he and
of a
his wife.
note. The guys in the audience get the biggest laughs.
27
Yeah, right, really.
episodes.
Yeah, the guys in the audience get bigger laughs.
27
Yeah, bigger laughs than we are. All right. He finally told it right. Gurf Morlix leading us in Irene Goodnight by Leadbelly.
Okay. What a great song.
Yeah.
Yep.
Last Saturday night, I got married. Me and my wife settled down. Now me and my wife have parted. I think I'll take a little stroll downtown. Irene, good night, Irene. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Sometimes I live in the city, and sometimes I live in town.
You've been listening to Tales, Tunes, and Tomfoolery, recorded live at the Folk School Coffee Parlor in Ludlow, Kentucky. Thanks to Patrick Kennedy for writing our opening song, and to you for listening. Check out our website at jerryspringer.com.
Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams. Stop your rambling. Stop your gambling. Stop staying out so late at night. Go home to your wife and family. Stare at your iPad so bright.